So earlier this week in the Monday Night Live show, we were talking about how this coming weekend, 20th of July, Sisma Auto is having a weekend sales carnival where if you go and purchase a brand new Volvo, you are getting rebates of anywhere between 20,000 to 40,000 ringgit, depending on the model you buy. Now, the question now is, how do you take advantage of offers like this? Okay. Now, first thing I will tell you is this lah. This kind of carnival happens and it will always happen, man. Okay. It wouldn't be like this weekend only, then after that in the future, no more. All right. You will see the same kind of carnival happen probably once every 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. It does not happen every day, but you can bet it will happen again. Okay. But at the same time, what you can also count on is that the next time it happens, you will not see a much different figure, right? So today, let's say, for example, they can give 20,000 ringgit off an XC60. In 3 months' time, in 6 months' time, they'll probably give you 20,000 ringgit off again. You will not see 40,000 ringgit off. You will not see 80,000 ringgit off. Why? Because all these cars, their margins have been fixed right from the start. The dealer has a certain margin, the principal has a certain margin. All right. So when they give you all these rebates, they are sacrificing a portion of their margins, but they still need to maintain their margins so that they can pay for the showroom rental, they can pay for the coffee in the showroom, they can pay all their staff to run the business. Right. So promos come and go, they will repeat, but in terms of the offer that you're getting, they won't lari very far. The numbers, you won't magically get 100,000 rebate, 50,000 rebate the next round, right? It doesn't happen that way, but they will come and go. Now, how should that affect your decision making? Now, if you actually don't have an intention to buy a car, and suddenly you saw this promo, say, wow, Volvo give 20,000 ringgit off XC60 or buy. It is not a good enough reason to use an offer as a decision to trigger your purchase. Where this kind of offers should help you is if you already desire to buy a Volvo, all right, but you are thinking, okay, maybe in 3 months' time, in 6 months' time. This is a very good incentive for you to pull the trigger now, for you to sign on the dotted line this weekend rather than wait any further. Because the thing is, these offers will come back. You don't know when they will come back again. Okay, so, and let's put it this way, 20,000 ringgit off, 30,000 ringgit off, 40,000 ringgit off. It's still some significant savings if you already have made the decision, or if you already have a very strong desire to buy that car. But if, let's say, like, if your heart, you actually want an X3, you actually want a GLC, but you see Volvo give 20,000 off an XC60, BMW and Mercedes don't want to give discount, and you buy the Volvo, you are also, I wouldn't say make the wrong decision, but you are setting yourself up for regret. Because when you make a purchasing decision based on discount, it's based on, this one is the cheapest one, your experience of the product will not be as good. It will not be as satisfying because that is not something that you had already wanted. Okay, I always like to encourage people when it comes to making a car purchasing decision, the first rule is buy what you can afford. So if you worked out that you can afford that car purchase, the second rule is buy what you want. Buy what you want. The what you want part is very, very important. If the car that you are buying simply because that this salesman give me 10,000 discount more than the other one, you're not going to have a happy purchase. Now, of course, it's a different thing if, let's say, like, oh, you want an XC60, but all you can afford at this point in time is a Honda HR-V. This one, please, don't go and push yourself to get the XC60 because that is beyond your ability to afford it. What I'm saying is that if you can afford the XC60 or you can afford whatever car it is that you want, but something else comes in and gives you the opportunity to buy at a discount, that is not a good reason to buy. But if you already have the desire to buy that product, but for whatever reasons and considerations you are holding off that purchase, this kind of promo is the perfect timing for you to pull the trigger right now. Now, then the next question becomes, how should these affect your budgeting of the car purchase? Simply put, I would look at it as, let's say like for example, in the case of an XC60 giving you 20,000 ringgit rebates, right? The way I see it is that this is giving me an additional 3 to 4 month head start in terms of my car installments, right? Think about it. I always advocate people to put a big enough down payment, at the very least to insulate yourself against the first 1 year or, if possible, 2 years of your car's depreciation, right? So these rebates will give you that additional 3 to 4 month buffer on top of what you put in the initial down payment. All right, this is not something for you to like, oh, okay, you set yourself, at least I don't advocate it. How to use this to cover your 10% down payment. In fact, I would use this to double down so that I don't have to borrow as much. Because at the end of the day, it's about ensuring that your loan balance is always below what you can sell the car for. I always like to think of our car loan repayment journey as something of a race. But this race is rigged in a very bizarre way, whereby the opponent that you're racing against, in this case, resale value, starts off flying off the line at 200 kilometers per hour and slows down towards the end of the track. You are fixed at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour for the whole race. Okay? The other guy fly off the line, you can only maintain a fixed speed for the entire race from start to finish. But your advantage is that you get to choose where you start. So let's put it this way. Imagine that you are in a race right now. The other car flies off the line at 200 kilometers per hour. You can only go at 50 kilometers per hour for the whole race. But I let you decide where to start. Now my question to you is, how far ahead would you put your starting line against the other guy? Okay, and of course, you also have the power to decide when you want to end the race. Okay, so in this case, wouldn't it make sense that you want to start yourself as far in front as possible so that at any point in time when you end the race, you are ahead? You want to ensure that at any point in time, resale value is always chasing you and not the other way around. Okay, so I hope this video helps, and if you already have plans to purchase a Volvo, right, there are EC40, XC40, XC60, XC90 also, there are promos, EX30, there are promos. This weekend is a good time to go and check Sismang Auto out. And of course, I also understand that they also have a selection of certified pre-owned cars, in which case Volvo calls it Volvo Select. So go and check these cars out also. Now, one advantage of buying a certified pre-owned car, right? In this case, Volvo Select, all right? In some cases, we know BMW Premium Selection or Porsche pre-owned, right? One of the advantages of buying certified pre-owned cars, now these certified pre-owned cars usually are either the company fleet cars, right? In some cases, test cars that they give to media, or the test cars they give to customer, or maybe their managers' cars, which they cycle every 6 months, right? Or maybe in some cases, cars that customer trade in. These are usually low mileage cars also, number one. And number two, in terms of financing, right, you get to finance these cars at new car rates. Okay, that's a little quirk that you get to enjoy if you buy certified pre-owned cars versus buying a used car of the same age with an outside used car dealer or direct from a seller. All right, so that's it from me for today's video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, when was the last time that you bought a car, right, from one of these promos? How much did you save in the purchase of your car? 20,000, 30,000, 40,000? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.